Alrighty. Hello, hello, greetings and salutations. Tis another riveting episode of Dungeons and Dragons. Ugh. So, hope you're having a wonderful day. Hopefully. Um, yeah, I think we pretty much got everybody. Altani's fixing something. Um, so we'll be firing up in just a couple minutes here. And yeah, sit tight, chill out, and be prepared for Dungeons and Dragons. Inserts big splash screen and epic music. So who can recall what happened last time?
We made it back to town.
Mm-hmm. That you did. All right.
I don't recall all of the details.
Them to this scene.
I remember getting food when we got back into town. Oh, and reporting to the guild lady. And that's pretty much what happened from my perspective.
All right. Quick and easy recap. So,
Oops, sorry, I was unable to unmute. Just a quick chime in, just to add a little extra flavor. Good job, by the way, though. Those were the high points. We also, so part of what we did when we got back to town was give all the samples of all the crazy stuff to the potion makers. Or no, sorry, we haven't done that. I went to go do that and couldn't do that. But we did chat with Luana, and she'd even mentioned with like the sample of the regenerative troll meat that we could potentially, if we wanted to possibly kind of give that interesting tidbit to the guild, we could send it there or we could work on something for us. So I thought, okay, we'll just maybe make it a research thing for the town for the time being. And um, yeah, we'll see what we can do there. So yeah, I feel like we had done something else, but I think we had mostly just, yeah, eaten and hung out and went to bed after making our way back. Cause we had, well, it started out because we had, woken up in the cave, left, made our way back. The pepperoni spirit pepper was there in the cave that night for a long rest, but was bored with my attempts to try and talk to it and walked off. And after some, attempts at survival, we did find our way back and actually have been now building a map back to Del Ruth. So we now have a map back to that cave and a map to that other town. And it also sounds like Luana might be sending some goblins over to the town to say hi, and we told them to ask about the Fight Club. And also maybe sending some to the monastery to train. So yeah, so a little more around that just to get us refreshed on some of the stuff we're going to do today or this time around. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Unless there is anything else anybody can recall. They forgot about price. All right. So we pick up with you guys reconvening in the taverna.
Oh yeah. I don't know if this got mentioned, but Price ended up going and meeting with Glorb and getting a bunch of stuff that we had given to him identified. And I guess this ruby, the lava ruby, like powered up the forge, or we didn't necessarily find out what happened with that, but yeah, Glorb was definitely working hard, and so we do have some loot to distribute if you guys want stuff.
Adventurers don't want loot. It's not like you guys loot bodies or anything. Casual corpse robbing. Also, clappy clap for Seiji's meme related recap. Uh, so yeah, I mean, like I said, you guys are free to do as you wish. I would say the time of day, and since you're in a safe location, it kind of doesn't necessarily matter if you want to spend all day in town, because at this point, the clock is sort of your call. So if you want to be like, we want to get ready to do a thing, then we could just as easily, fast forward to said event, or if you wanted to do something in town currently, then you are free to. But of the events going on, Luana seems to be always there, and the potion shop is currently closed, and Glorb is always open.
So wait, I thought this was the next day, not the same day that we arrived. So is the potion shop still closed the full next day?
I don't recall you guys saying you were doing a long rest yet. I remember Altani
Oh,
immediately, when you guys got finished your meeting, Altani went to sleep, but then I think everybody else was still doing stuff.
oh, I figured we were ending the day because it was like later in the day. We were all, oh yeah, I guess maybe not. Maybe I'm just taking a nap. If it's not, I guess if it's not all the way through the day, then I'll probably just take a nap and then get up and do stuff. Um,
Yeah, because I believe when you guys
but
arrived, it was like getting to be it wasn't it wasn't it was like afternoon, but then the time you guys spend it was closer to evening because you only really did a couple things. So that's what I
Yeah.
was saying. If there was something else you wanted to do, then you have the time to do so. Or if you just want to fast forward to the next day or event or whatever, then that is also applicable.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will leave that choice up to the rest of the crew.
Outside of potentially handing out any of this stuff, and I guess the reason I'm bringing it up now is I think a few of these things you have to attune to,
Correct.
and so as far as like order of operations, if we were just about to long rest, you could, I'm assuming, say yes, I attuned to this during a long rest
Thank you for the follow. Welcome in.
if you
Meow.
wanted to. But there's gloves of missile snaring, a ring of fire resistance, and a ring of warmth that all require attunement. And there's also the wand of conducting.
Conducting what? Music?
Yeah, it says it's in the chat, but it's all the way up. I could repost it. Let's see. There's the wand, the gloves, and the rings. You guys want to look at them?
Is the session up?
Yeah.
Oh, it didn't fully load for me. That's why. I was like wondering.
Be right back. In fact, I'll be home and hop on in just a few minutes.
All right. Ow. Always something getting in my eye. I hate it. All right. Well, if we wanted to do any, I guess in-house, no. Like if you want to distribute the loot, I mean, certainly free to take what you want, or if you want to take time to talk amongst who might want what, or like I said, or we could just fast forward.
Oh, can I get the ring of warmth?
Yeah.
Yes. Now I can run around naked and not be cold. As long as it's not minus 50.
It's kind of neat because it's that one's like the fire resist one is just straight up fire resistance, which is pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
This one is resistance to cold damage, and you and everything you're wearing are unharmed by temperatures as low as negative 50 degrees. That's just a really interesting caveat.
That is. Yeah.
That'd be neat if situationally that would come into play at some point.
So when I was looking at the chat, I didn't see them come up for me. So I'm going to try checking again. They just may not have downloaded because I don't have good service right here. So I will double check because I remember there was something you said you thought might be a good fit for me. So I'll check in just a few.
Oh yeah. So I thought the gloves might be cool since you do ranged stuff and the damage is a D10 plus your dex modifier.
Which you probably have the highest dex.
Yeah. And if you're the detail to these gloves is you can't have anything in your hand. Well, you're using psychic blades, which are technically like manifested. So I don't know. It all just kind of like seemed like it would work out pretty well.
Well, as long as you have a free hand.
Yeah. No, that would actually
Right.
work out pretty perfectly.
So it's
I
like
like it.
if she's not attacking, she's probably doesn't have anything in her hand.
Well, even when I'm attacking, because I have the soul blade, and even my
Right, but it's
offhand is
like
the soul blade. Yeah.
in
Oh yeah, but
in the
I'm
moment
rarely
of
carrying.
being hit, you're not going to have anything
Yeah.
in your hand.
Right. Yes, exactly. And so with that, would it mean I just wouldn't get the bonus when I'm holding something? Would I just need one free hand or both free hands?
Just one free hand. It just says provided you
Yeah.
have a free hand.
Mhm.
Okay.
Because the intent of the item is if you manage to reduce the damage enough, you kind of have to have a free hand to be able to catch the projectile.
Yes. Okay.
So you can still
Yeah, that makes sense.
like reduce the damage and stuff. I think. Yeah. Use a reaction to reduce the damage by 10 plus dex, provided that you have a free hand. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Those sound like a great fit. Thank you.
Oh, and
Water.
the ring of fire resistance should go to the person that could, so they don't burn themselves with their own weapon.
So, ooh,
But that
Here.
way you can just grab onto
we get a
it.
centaur
And
stuck in my throat. Right?
you could like be licking it and intimidate
Look, guys.
people.
I love it. Do we just
Alright.
like gift it to them on a pillow if we don't see them for a bit, since they might be semi busy?
Kaito, the axe licker. And ring of fire resistance. I don't know how to get that item over there, so I will move it for them. There's price, there's price. Okay, and we will move the ring fire resist to Kaito. All right, so you guys got all your items situated.
I think so. Yeah, I guess. Did you guys add the
I
stuff to your-
imported the ring for me, so
nice?
I have not done any of that since I just got home. So if somebody is able to add the gloves to my inventory, that'd be awesome.
Yep, that's easy. I could just drag it over.
Thank you, kind DM.
So she is getting the gloves. Those in there. Yep, there they are. Perfect. Oop. All right.
Yeah.
So
Otherwise, I don't think there was anything else Bryce was gonna do. Oh, or well, I just realized I have one more thing in my inventory that I don't think I gave to Glor because we had already given him so much stuff.
I can go give it
So-
to him.
Yeah. It was the I'm trying to think of where we found it. I think it was when we fought the. It was when we took the like weird tram thing that was taking us to our destination, like whatever we would speak, and we got to some like weird lab, and there was what was it? What was the? It was like a washing machine robot or some. What was the? Some sort of like robot that just kind of like appeared, and there was a case that we were trying to open, and you guys remember this? Like enacted a protection protocol,
Dude. Here, hold on. I don't know if you guys can hear me.
and then anyway, I'm pretty sure we ended up taking out that thing, and it had some sort of weird symbol on it, and then there was a chunk of obsidian wrapped in jade that just kind of like
Oh, I don't.
rolled out, and Price saw it at the last second as we were leaving the room. And I don't think we ever
Can you
did
guys hear
anything
me
with
okay?
that.
Okay. I don't remember the jade obsidian piece. That's pretty cool. But also, yeah, so that was when we were just past the weird bone cave over by the mole people. And yeah, there was I had been trying to open the chest, and like there was a chest inside another chest, and apparently there was like I broke the containment field or something. So that's what that was, because it like put us to sleep. Was what had happened. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool. But I'm glad you remembered that, like stone things. I didn't remember that at all.
Yeah, I remembered like wondering if there was any like loot or anything as we were leaving. And I believe that's where we got this thing, and I don't think we did anything with it. So yeah, anyway, long story. I might go take that to Glorb and see what it is.
That sounds like a good plan.
Or
Well,
I don't know if Vimac was suggesting doing that, but certainly can do that as well.
Yeah, that sounds good. Thank you.
what's wrong with token? Fixed. All right. I mean, do you want to go to Glow? I mean, like I said, like what you guys do for the course of the day is not that. I guess behind the curtains. Um, I'm kind of waiting for you guys' input on what you want to do, because that's all I'm saying. You could fast forward to the next day if you want. You could do stuff tonight, etc., etc. Basically, you're in
So-
town, so it's kind of your oyster.
I don't have anything for Glorb, but I can grab that gem thing and run it over there.
Price is probably snacking on something, and so he'll rummage in his little pouch. Oh,
Don't put it
Vimac,
on the
you wanna-
table.
oh shit! You want to give that to Glorb?
I'll walk
And he'll
over.
hand over this chunk of obsidian wrapped in jade.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go drop it off. Knock knock. Hey Glorb, I got a delivery. I will walk over to. Well, I'll walk over to Flex and hand it to Flex. Delivery from Price. All right. See ya.
He takes it, and I mean, you leave before.
Yeah. Intentionally leaving before he could react. And then so Price, I dropped it off. No hassle. I didn't stay for a response, but Glorp should have it.
Okay. So he didn't say what it was?
No, I just said it was from a delivery from you. So, and I'm pretty sure he'll know, like, just from it's a gem, right? Like a obsidian and jade, whatever.
I think so. I just don't know, like, if it could do something cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would find a use for it if it is useful, or he'll hold on to it we until you go back in there. But I think that's the only thing you have left from him, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'd probably give him a while, let him see if he could figure out a use for it, and if he doesn't have one right away, he might come up with something.
All right. Well, um,
And if he's also cross at you for dropping another thing off to him, it'll give him time to cool down.
so are we gonna, I guess, get some rest, and then what are we doing tomorrow?
What was on our agenda? Do we still have to go north and still have to find the source of the magic?
Monastery.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, 2 days. So the monastery is 2 days in northeast.
I'm beginning to think if no matter which direction we take, we're going to run into something we have to fight.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, so northeast. So then, yeah, okay.
I also wonder why this place isn't under constant siege from all directions.
Every so often, you would hear the thundering footsteps of a mayor upon asking that question. And you're surprised you don't hear anybody
Yeah.
saying fee fi fo fum. All right, so it sounds like winding down for the evening.
Yeah, I think Price, if there's any time left in the evening or in the day, if we're taking up time until we're going to sleep, Price would probably get in his briefcase and be working on a wagon. We'll put some time
Alright.
toward that potentially.
All right. So as you climb into the suitcase, Scooter's sitting right there staring at you. As you walk in, almost like jump scare esque. Like you open your suitcase and Scooter's just already there staring, as if you were there the whole time. And very, very akin to any horror movie. His head slowly fades back into the suitcase as you go to get some work done.
Typical.
Not being in pain is so nice. Oh. So yeah, if you're gonna get some work done on the wagon, let's see. There's no craft skill anymore, which is interesting now that I think about it. You know something I just now realized that they didn't have add in 5th edition? I think even in 4th. There used to interestingly be a craft skill, like specifically a craft skill.
Yeah, I think
And
we talked about that.
it just now remembered that again. Probably I probably remembered it before and forgot I remembered it, but I'm just like, huh, yeah, because I think it was like intelligence based, and it was just like craft. Like before, it used to be like craft whatever, so it'd be like craft weapon or craft armor, and then they like generified it. It was just like craft, and now it's not even in the game. So let's see. I think I'll just go off of what it used to be, in a sense. What tools are you proficient with? That's that's right. I think they took out the craft skill and just made it like a kit, one of the tools.
Didn't they also just kind of like took all the like crafting type style of feats?
Yeah, it just gave crafting like a X amount of time in gold now. Um, just give me a intelligence check with proficiency.
Okay.
Because he is proficient in making wagons, so it would make sense. Based on
Just
that.
be. Yeah. Oh.
All right, you definitely accelerate the process of getting a wagon. Getting a replacement wagon, I should say.
Yeah.
And luckily for you, Scooter's in a good mood today, so he's at least staying out of your way. Or you get so focused and he's probably messing with you, but you just don't even notice. Either way, either one of those.
Yeah. It's just like I see Price is just working. It's kind of like tongue's like tucked in the corner of his mouth. And he's squinting a little bit, sweat's beating up, and Scooter just like kind of sneaks up and steals his hat, like runs away with it, and he doesn't even notice. He's just still working. Probably to the point where Scooter would just get bored trying to mess with him, and then eventually leave him alone.
Such is the way of the Henri Goose. Clearly, you just need a pocket, like a pocket dimension or an illusion of a pond, and all he does is chase other like stuff out of it.
Yeah.
All right. So that'll be Price's evening. What's Vimac doing for the evening? Just
Hmm.
ow, ow.
I think I would just take a oops. I moved the character. Take a walk before going to bed.
All right. So we got one going on a walk. One pretty much in for the evening working. And what's Kaito doing? Communicate to us through meme. Okay, Kaito's betting. Got it. Okay. So Kaito's gambling. All right. Understood. Message received 100% totally intended. All right. I mean, you could do some betting. There's goblins all around. They're willing to do some gamba. So he's actively roaming. All right. So 2 out in the town. 1 inside. And what's Altani doing? So Altani was pretty much turning in for the day, evening, night.
Yeah, she's pretty tuckered. She'll probably be up early though.
Okie dokie. So, with the 2 people out and about, go down the list here. My mouse stops being a jerk to me. So, Vimac, you are roaming around town. The construction efforts are still underway. They seem to be making some headway. Goblins aren't exactly known for their ability to build, a town for people much larger than them. So they're able to get into a lot of nooks and crannies, and you know, I wouldn't even, I would normally I would say, and be able to get into like nooks and crannies and do like fine detail work. But these are just a tribe of goblins who don't really know much about construction. So it's slow going. I mean, the townsfolk are helping still, but they're also not exactly skilled masons, so the progress is slow. But as you're roaming through town, you would, let's see, so you probably have caught, because the path that you've gone, you probably would have seen the booyogs along your path, and they probably would have, I don't know, I guess if they would have noticed you, but they wouldn't like approach, not out of fear, but they're just in the midst of high-fiving each other very epically. You would have seen Lionel roaming around, the Minotaur dude. He seems to be there's like goblins that are surrounding him, but not like in an aggressive manner, but just like talking to him. Let's see. He went that way and then that way. Yep. So those are the 2 individuals you've seen along the path that you have taken roaming around Delruth. Which any of those you're free to interact with them, I guess, if you wanted to. The
I
mayor
would have
was
seen
way
the
back there.
booyogs high five me, so I wouldn't have. And I don't know them that well, so I would probably just carry on. And then saw Lionel, who got me thinking, oh, we should probably have a uh, arm wrestling contest at some point, but gotta wait for Kaito. Have a 3-way battle. And then I'd be content to turn in.
All right. So yeah, you're going through town, and it's a fairly uneventful evening for the most part, aside from, those couple of events that you came across on your evening walk of, you know, taking in the sights as well as recalling the experiences you've had, and all the there there's no amount of training that you could have done in the guild to have prepared you for all the weird that you have encountered, I guess is one way to put it. So maybe tonight's just you taking some time to adjust and properly acclimate. I mean, you've since you have gotten here from, the cough 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 place that whatever place you came from, to this point, you know, you've heard a lot of stories and tales about adventurers and some of the interesting stuff they've been in, the dungeons they've done, the friends, in some cases, the friends they had lost. Um, and like I said, none of those stories could have prepared you for what you have encountered, from fighting undead creatures that burst into swarms of undead to frozen beasts in a cave, to transformative waters that if you actively drink it, it turns you into what seems like something random. You never would have expected to have been a part of a party to essentially find some kind of a portal to a whole nother realm. I mean, you've gone through so much in just, so little time. And you probably can't help but contemplate, like, man, if this is what these people deal with, like, constantly, then I must be in for a hell of a ride. I basically just got here. Like, what the hell's been going on in this town and surrounding area? So, I mean, I would imagine those thoughts will be going through Vimac's head as he's taking the evening stroll and just kind of, thinking about and recounting experience. Um, and then Price is doing that, Altani's doing that. And then we got Kaito, so is Kaito jogging around town or just going out for an evening stroll, clear his head after getting that letter from an old friend, just, trying to touch bases again? Waiting for meme response. Kaito the mute. That's funny. Um, and while we wait for that response, I'm going to roll for something. Just 3 of them. Would Jeb be there? No, Jeb wouldn't be there. I'm gonna roll for. I'll just say it's a group roll for them. We'll do one. We'll do one roll. Get swole, go to bed. Got it. And you would see, as you're going for your stroll. Watch. So is it a run or just like, you know, just a casual walk through town? Important question.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Let's see. Yeah, because that was the group roll for them, so we'll see. That was a medium creature. That's funny. That means that they are in essence larger than Kaito. And two size categories larger than rice. Small, medium, large. Yeah. Dun, 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 dun. He thinks Kaido stepped away. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go with nah. All right. So the next day rolls around. You guys get your full night's rest. Nothing goes bump in the night. And yeah. It's another fresh morning. And Price eventually like you'd wake up in your workshop desk again, face first, like you probably fell asleep on some of the tools and there's like an imprint in your face, like on your cheeks.
Yeah.
I'm intentionally sleeping in.
Yeah, I think so. Price is in his briefcase, kind of like in the tavern area. So he'd probably wake up and he'd be just like organizing some things, putting some things away, seeing what all progress he made while he was probably half asleep. And this is typically where people end up in the morning. So he'll probably wait until he hears some commotion, till he hears some people stirring outside, and then he'll pop out and see what we're gonna do.
All right, so in that circumstance, you wouldn't actually be over here. You would be over there. When you pop out, so you hear some commotion and and you would see a couple of goblins like let's see, at what stage would they be in? So yeah, so when you open the suitcase, you see like two goblins, and they're crouching over the suitcase, and they seem to be like mid congratulatory of each other, like yeah, we got it. And then it's almost like they're mid handshake, hot celebration, high five, and then the case like click click and opens, and they both just like pause in their tracks like deer in headlights and see the case open as though you poke your head out.
Yeah. Can I inside check to see if I understand what they were doing? Because I do, but
Yeah.
let's see.
They were celebrating something.
uh, why am I here?
Oh shit! And they immediately just like this is like a warehouse, so there's like barrels and crates and stuff strewn about. There's just not necessarily debris, but nothing in here is organized to have a proper walkway. And as soon as you say that, they fucking scramble. They bolt. They trip over each other. They like knock over chairs and like they're just so clumsy as they have been caught off guard, not expecting a dude to pop out of a suitcase.
Yeah, that tends to happen.
Yeah, I have that effect on people.
Right.
And you realize like the suitcase is in like a dark corner and it's tucked behind barrels and crates, and it's like somebody was just intentionally like hiding this away.
He's gonna like he's got his head kind of poking out. Um, and I guess for the visual, I almost pictured this as like kind of climbing up um you know how attic entries will have those kind of like retractable ladders.
Yep.
I almost pictured it's like the reverse of when I'm getting out of the briefcase. So I'm just kind of on this ladder, head sticking up, and as soon as I realize what's going on, I'll kind of stick his head back down in the briefcase and look around, look over at Scooter. Damn it, Scooter! They did it again.
Uh,
Are you bored? You want to go chase him down?
uh,
All right. Yeah, Price will just climb out and try and also climb his way out of this area.
okay. It's not like an athletics or anything. It's just stuff is
Yeah, I'm just
everywhere.
picturing. He's like, yeah.
And let me grab this token. I have him under. And as you climb out, there's an immediate commotion. As Scooter also comes out, and he has like this place was already kind of disorganized. Now it's about to be a disaster. As Scooter rushes out, squeezes through the door, and it sounds like, you hear the flap of goose feet, and you hear the sound of ah!
Price just has a big old smile on his face.
And the very familiar sound of honking as somebody seems to be screaming and fleeing in terror somewhere outside.
Just hear wings whooshing. Price is going to be making his way out of here.
And as you're going out, you see like two goblins running past you, and almost just like a Benny Hill skit, just they're getting chased around the building. Like Scooter's head is like low, like trying to like snapping at their feet as they're just fleeing in terror. So where are you headed next as the commotion continues?
Probably to go get food.
Did I turn the walls off? I did not. Okay. I might
As
just
he's
turn the
walking
walls
by
off.
the potion shop, is it open?
This early, it is not. It's still closed. But you can give me a perception check as you're walking by it. You hear snoring.
Yep, Price will just probably go in here and hang out.
Alrighty. So Price is heading to Ye Old Taverna. Vimac is sleeping in late. Altani, what's Altani doing?
So Altani is slowly waking up, and let's see, hang on one second. Looking for my mouse. One moment.
And while you figure that out, since it'll take Seiji time to
Mm-hmm.
respond, what's Kaido doing?
Okay. Well, while Seiji is building the replies in meme speak, I will leisurely make my way over to the tavern and request and just some fruit, some exotic fruit for breakfast. Um, what does it give
No,
me?
no, you don't, Seiji. It was a meme. So exotic fruit. So you would
Mhm.
get strawberries that are green. You would get apples that are purple. You would get
Fun.
um like mangoes that are blue. You know, exotic.
Excellent. Okay, perfect. We're like, ooh, these look nice. And I'll put a small coin on the table and be like, thanks so much. Tuck some in my pouch and um,
First order, but yeah.
nom on the blue banana as I walk my way over here to the potion shop. Do I see a closed or open sign there? Oh,
Currently closed, but with your passive perception, you hear snoring.
okay, so they're still not awake yet. So figure I'll go ahead and walk and eat my breakfast as well. And I haven't since I've gotten here, I haven't really taken a leisurely stroll around the town. So I'll just kind of slowly make my way around, kind of check things out. I'll see this field over here and like just kind of like, oh yeah, and then the church. That's a nice church. Kind of peek in the windows. I'll walk my way around. And I remember Kalia had made some note about a reminder that they wanted to check out some well. So I don't know if it was something about them trying to find water, but Altani does see a well in the field. So just look around. Is there like anybody working the field?
Nope, not currently.
Okay. She'll hop the fence and make her way over. Peek down. Be like, no. Is there a bucket in the well? She could pull some water up.
Yes, there is indeed a bucket with a crank on it,
Okay.
or a crank with a bucket on it.
Fair. So yeah, I'll kind of like tug the rope a little bit, or is the bucket outside of the well or sitting in the well?
The bucket's just dangling on the rope, so it's not in the well, but it's not out of the well.
It's
It's
just
just
suspended. Okay,
suspended.
fair. All right, so I'll lower the crank down until I hear the bucket splash and kind of like lift and like drop it down to make sure it like tilts to the side to get some water in it. And as I kind of fill it, if I feel it filling up a little bit, then I'll crank it back up.
Yep, you retrieve a bucket of water.
All right. Sniff the water. Like, well, everything smells good. I'll cut my hand and take a drink.
It definitely tastes like well water.
Mm. All right. I'll pour
Special.
the undrank, or well, I guess I do need to refill my flasks and stuff like that. But I think, oh well, one of them's still filled with other stuff, so I'll go ahead and slowly like just let the bucket hang back in the well and remind myself to come back here and refill my flasks once I've give the other water to them. I'll meander here. Now, OOC, I remember that like Altani had thought she had heard something in that well a while back. And then like I never went back to check. So there was something in that well long, long ago. Not there anymore though, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I'm
A
just
lot
gonna
has
go for a
happened.
walk. See Kaido working out over here. Oh, puppies. Hi guys. And probably just make her way over to the pen by the pups and start baby talking to the dogs. And that's what I'll do for a bit. So yeah. But Kaido, if you wanted to expand on that, you're welcome to.
Let's see. So Kaido's doing his morning run, so you would see Kaido very
Mhm.
briefly.
And Kaido, I'm
Eh,
honestly very impressed at your ability to meme speak so accurately.
but it's not required, so you're good. All right, so Kaido goes around and does the morning routine, getting swole, probably pulling a carriage or two because it's totally not like at the early session where people were like, "But you're a horse, you can pull a carriage," and Kaido was like, "What? You think I'm a horse? Oh, I'm offended." And now Kaido pulls carriages just for fun. How quickly the turns tables. Embrace the fate of the horseman. Um, so it looks like Kaido's going for the run, getting swole, and then going to get snacks.
Nice.
Snacks.
Well, Altani will make her way back to the tavern and request a cup of coffee from the table
With Kaido there, here.
and hang out until the group kind of arrives. Okay.
Vimac has not made it to the taverna yet. So how late is Vimac wanting to sleep in? Vimac-
Like an hour. Get some extra rest.
And which was the last? I think you had the Sprite was the last thing you summoned.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would feel like a tickle on your nose and you know nothing. You really don't think much of it because you're sleeping in, and then about and then about an hour later, there's another tickle on your nose, and pretty much it's just your sprite is like sitting next to you because I don't think you unsummon them, so they're because familiars are just active until you put them in the little pocket dimension or unsummon them. So it's just been extremely bored, sitting and waiting. Familiar life. What?
So I guess I will roll over. Yeah. What is it? Trying to get some extra rest here.
Like a cat, it just flutters because cats totally flutter. It just shifts slightly.
Mm. All right. I'll get up. And I'll slowly get out of bed.
All right.
All right, let's go ahead and get some breakfast.
Fine. I'll eat food, Mom. Ooh, let me hydrate.
Looks like everybody's up already.
Oh, ow. And it looks like y'all have reconvened.
So, are we going up north again?
Oh, and Vimac is almost back. He had to leave the chat for just a second. Uh, yeah. I think it was just south of the monastery that we were supposed to go, right? Oh, see, I don't remember because it's been weeks. But what direction were we supposed to go from the monastery to get to the thing that we were supposed to check out?
So the monastery.
Thought we were heading north.
North from the monastery?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monastery.
and we were.
Yeah, so the
And
Thought we
the
were
monastery.
south.
going north, but we weren't.
The monastery is 2 days northeast of Delruth. And then that thing was, they said somewhere northish of the monastery, so a little further.
Okay. All right. So yeah, probably head back up toward the monastery and continue north. Um, this time with, you know, better landmark information in place. So hopefully we should be able to stay on track this time. I'm also going to check in with our merchant friends for the potions and when they wake up and get these samples over to them.
Yep, so if
So
by the time you
Hmm?
reconvene, you'd probably ascertain that they're open at this point.
okay. So if you guys want to get your stuff ready to head back out, is there anything else anybody wants to take care of while we're here? Price, do you need more time to chill out and work on your wagon? Or can we work on it as we go?
Yeah. That's still working.
I mean, do you need more time here to
No,
work on it? Okay.
no, not really.
All right. Well, perfect. Oh, good morning.
Yeah, get more into your shift. He pours
That's our
alcohol.
angry duck friend, right? No. Or what species is he?
Aarakocra.
Aarakocra, yeah. Well, all right. Well, I'll go check with our merchant friends and I'll be back and we can head out from here in like an hour or two.
Dang old whippersnappers.
That we are, sir. See ya.
Who the hell let kids
All
in here? As he looks at Price.
right.
What? Oh,
I love it. Price has like a beard and everything. He's just short.
I think the goblins.
All right, so you knock. Damn. But oh boy, it's gonna be one of those nights, isn't it, for my voice? So you knock on the door. All tiny.
I do. I do. I do. Yeah.
It doesn't open.
But I'm knocking, so I'm
Yeah.
not trying it yet. But okay. Well, I get, is there a sign or some indication of of it being open or closed or
It says open.
oh well then I'll go ahead and head on in.
So as soon as you open the door, you would see Slorth there, still reaching for the door handle.
Like, oh, excuse me, sir. And I will oh, he was probably coming to just answer the door. I'll turn to the side and ask me like, did you need to head out? And I'll wait patiently because I do remember that he's a slower talker.
So you wait a good 15, 20 seconds. Oh. Hello there. And then another 15 or 20, maybe 30 seconds. Just get some water. And one eye blinks and then the other eye slowly blinks.
Sounds good. I'll stay out of your way so that you can pass.
He starts like it seems like his body is able to move in real time. He's not slow. It just seems to be his mental responses are, you know, lagging. He has the what you call it, the Australian internet for a brain service right now. So he's just always lagging.
Makes sense.
But he moves in real time. Like that doesn't seem to be part of
That's
his
good.
affliction.
Well, as he heads out, I will head on in. Maybe. Maybe not. There we go.
And you
And kind of catch a glimpse, probably, to the lizard.
Yep, Chompers is curled up next to the door as you walk in.
Good lizard. So I'll come on in. You're like, good morning, fellows.
Ah, hello.
So I have something that you might be interested in. Um, and I'm also alternatively hoping to get your assistance with something. So I'll slowly start taking things out of my pack and putting them on the table. To start, the various flasks and vials and containers that we have of the polymorphing water. Um, so these are samples from a river southwest of here that we believe might actually be water flowing from possibly from the Feywild or mixing with water or something from the Feywild. There is a portal southwest of here, and the water in the river southwest of that port, or that's just south of that portal, all has the property to polymorph people into creatures. Um, doesn't necessarily seem to be any defining characteristic of what you're going to turn into, and it doesn't seem to be harmful or permanent. But we thought maybe you could study it and maybe develop some cool potions from it. We would just ask maybe in return to just set aside at least a couple for us, and we'll be happy if you want to add this. If this is something you could add to your shop listing, we'd love to have access to purchasing them going forward. But all up to you. And there is more if you need it. Obviously, whole river full. So I'll put those aside and then like bring out the probably somewhat squelchy troll meat at this point, wrapped in whatever I had it wrapped in. And I'll be like, now this is something that's kind of interesting, and I hope you're not too squeamish. But okay, so there's this uh scientist, I guess, or I guess what would you call him? Um, and what was it, Calvin the Great? LOC?
Yep, Calvin the Great.
Yeah. Calvin the Great.
Capitalized.
So, yeah. So Calvin the Great seems to be a necromancer and a researcher. Also, down kind of where the river ends, there's like this cave, and he's been doing some research on regenerative properties, working with troll meat, since they tend to endlessly regenerate. So he sent me home with some of this. I was thinking maybe you might be able to research it as well and see if you could turn it into a regenerative potion. And be kind of cool. It sounds like after telling Moana about it that the Adventurers Guild research and development team would be pretty excited to get their hands on this. So I thought you guys would have fun getting to kind of play around with it first. But if it's something you don't want to work on, we can definitely send it to the guild. But could be pretty lucrative for Delruth and you guys if you're able to get something from it. So what do you think?
These are all very interesting. Yes, we will be willing to take them.
Excellent. Well, have fun. We're going to be going out again from town, so you got plenty of time to work on them. Don't feel rushed. Just have fun, and also, if you don't worry about running out, there's more of we can get of both of those if needed. So, and is there anything in particular that you would like to get your hands on that we could keep an eye out for?
A proper facility.
Ah, yes, that would be nice. Well, if we can make some progress on either of these two things, I bet we could probably get you some extra funding by sending some of those extra potions up to the Adventurers Guild. Maybe get somebody down here to help you build up something a little bit more official. But
That would be wonderful.
wonderful, excellent. Let's see. I feel like there was something else we wanted to share with you guys. What was it? Okay, and OOC, my brain did just go blank. Uh, there was something else. Oh, yeah. Uh, yeah, we do you happen to have any more healing potions?
Ah, actually, we do.
Wonderful. How many can you part with?
How many do you need?
Mm, I mean, we did go through quite a few of those potions last time around, so might even be good to have 4 per person. So maybe 20, possibly
Luckily
even
for you,
30. I bet price.
if you have the money, we have the potion.
Remind me how much they are?
It depends on which version, like the strength of the potion you want.
Griff. What were my
Yeah.
options again?
So there would be potion of healing, potion of greater healing, potion of superior healing, and potion of supreme healing. As their prices, they go from a potion of healing. So a potion of healing is about 50 gold and weighs about half a pound. A potion of greater healing is oddly not listed. Hold on.
Oh, and I forgot to add the gold that was in the pouch that Kaito gave me from the guys that she had looted in the cave. I'm like, there's no way I have that little gold.
Okay, there's. So it would be 50 gold for a healing potion, a basic healing potion. It would be 100 gold for the greater, and then superior is 500, and then supreme is 5,000.
And then how much does each one heal for again?
So the regular one, the potion of healing, is 2d4 plus 2. And then the greater is 4d4 plus 4. And then the superior is 8d4 plus 8. And then a supreme
Okay.
is 10d4 plus 20.
Wow. Okay, cool. All right. Let me check with our group and we'll see how much we can pull together. Because I think it'd be good for us to get as many as we can afford right now so that we have them on hand. Thank you so much. I'll be back.
We will be here.
Okay.
And by the time you've done that, old man would have walked past you.
Nice.
Dang old kids, get out of my way. Yeah.
Oh, he's a chipper fellow. All right, you guys. Oh, well, okay. And first, Cubed, how much gold and coins were on the guys that were looted from the cave? Because I don't think you ever told us, so I did not add it in.
I think
Or maybe you
I
did, and I just
did.
forgot. I probably then just forgot, most likely then.
I would have to go
Unless
through a
Kaito
lot of notes to
remembers.
find it.
Let's see.
Cave, 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 cave. And this is why DMs try to have you guys remember your gold. Okay, where is
Yeah.
it? I think it was. I think I had to roll it. And it was off of which guys?
The cultists in the cave.
Okay, so it'll be cultists, it'll be cave.
Yeah, I don't think I was feeling too good that day, so
That would be.
I'm not too surprised that I forgot to put that on.
Oh, did I not save how? Oh shit! Undo that. Don't think I had saved how much. Alright, hold on. I apparently did not write down how much it was because I think I expected you guys to keep track of your gold. So, oof.
Well, it was originally given to Kaito, so I didn't originally even think to write it down, and then like a little bit later, Kaito gave it to me. So in my brain, I was like, "Oh, I'll just follow with Q and figure out how much that was." Because if somebody else is looting, I don't write it down on someone else's loot. I kind of just expect that they'll tell me, but I didn't follow up that round. So, do you want to just guesstimate it or roll,
I'm
or
trying
I
to
don't know,
remember how
whatever
many
you want to do?
cultists were not
I mean, I could probably go
consumed.
back to the
So,
stream if we had to and just find it, maybe because it's save the recordings of it all, right?
yep. I just gotta. I don't think I wrote down how
I can
much off the
always
cultists.
maybe do that later. Let's see. I split it up.
I mean, I know it
Added
wasn't
what he
gonna be a
checked.
lot because they were just dudes. Those numbers are usually much lower. The biggest amount of gold would have been
Okay.
from Luana, which Kaido had taken that bag, and I don't know if Kaido distributed that.
Kaido had given us, well, okay, so from the cave, she said it was 30 something per person. And we didn't get a bag from Luana last session. The bag from Luana was like, God, that was ages ago. And that
Yeah.
I thought I had added to
Okay.
my numbers. Like I remember going in there, but it doesn't look like it saved it because I know I would have had more than 24 gold.
Yeah, I'm not.
Like
I'm
we
not
should
saying
have
she
had
gave you.
significantly.
Yeah, I'm not saying she gave it to
No,
you
but
last
Luana,
time, but just
no, but
because in
Luana,
case you're trying to keep track of how much gold you
I'm
had.
I'm agreeing with you, but I'm telling you that the last time when we did receive that from Luana, I thought I had gone in there and updated it, and I haven't spent it on anything since. So I'm not
But you
sure why I
distribute.
have
Okay.
so little gold in mine, is what I'm trying to say. Is that I don't know if it saved it, was my concern. back from Luana stuff because it was whatever Luana had paid us for
Did she maybe put it on
the
the wrong character?
last, like for bringing when we brought the mole people back, and yeah, figuring out something. It was even before that. There was something she had paid us for to go check out.
You've accidentally put that gold on.
So I don't know what happened to that because that I had written down. Unless somebody else has stuff, any
So
notes in addition that we can figure that out.
I see 1006 gold on Kalia, so I'm wondering if you accidentally put that on Kalia.
Oh, you know what? I bet that's exactly what I probably did. That
Mm-hmm.
makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You said 1016?
I see 1006 on Kalia.
1006. Okay, I'll just switch that over to this.
Yeah, it's like I'm pretty sure that could have been the case.
She ran away with it. Took
She
the money
did,
and run.
totally. That makes sense. Okay. Much more sense. I was like, I know I had it. Okay. So then, yeah. So then if we add the 30 from the cave. And Kaido, I totally do not blame you for me not writing it in. Just letting you know that when you had what you had received to start, my brain would not have logged because it was like, oh, someone else is receiving this from looting. And then when you gave it to me, I thought I would put it in later because I wasn't feeling well, and then I didn't. So it was on me. Alrighty, cool. So there's that. All right, so to the crowd. All right, so I thought we could pick up some more healing potions. I'm gonna get a good handful of the probably the basic, possibly even the greater. Did you guys want to come with me and pick out some potions? We could all bring some with us this time.
Sure.
Awesome. How about you, Kaito? You're probably resting after your run. You want me to go grab you some? Because it looks like you definitely have enough gold. And I think we should all pitch in and get Kaito maybe one potion per person at least, since we had used the ones that they had bought last time. Or at least I know I think I used one, and then Price, I think you used one. I can't remember who else used them. That I'll get Kaito a potion as well. And that was just a basic potion, wasn't it, Kaito? Or was it the greater healing?
Let's see. Let's take a look. Kaito. I think it was. It looks like it was healing. Looks like it was healing.
Oh, the basic. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
And split them evenly. I think I don't think I accepted any because I didn't think I was going to be the one in danger. So that's why I had to borrow some later. Okay, cool. So, Kaito, would you like to spend any money on potions yourself? Or because I'll be getting you, I'm going to give you probably one greater healing potion, which is 100. That's the what 4d4 plus 4. Or if you want, I could get you more of the other ones. So from me, but then in addition to that, would you like me to go get you some? Kaido? Okay, actually, because they may be responding to other things. Cubed would be okay, or would it be okay if we just kind of move forward, cinematically, and then pretend theater of mind that Kaido is able to shop once they're like back and able to chat a bit more? Oh
I
wait,
mean, I just want to know how many potions
oh,
people are buying so
hide
you
in
can
the roll.
subtract the gold.
Oh, I missed that. Yeah, me too. Let's see. Oh, there we go. All right. Thanks. Okay, so I was like totally just watching my Discord chat instead of the role play chat. So sorry and thank you. All right. Okay. Perfect. All right. Well, I'll get you, let's see. So with that 667, we could get you 6 of the greater or one of the like why don't we get you one of the super awesome ones and then one of the greater? Or do you want to have more of the other ones? Oh, well, it just depends on which ones you want.
Shopping list. Shopping. 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 List of shopping.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna get Kaido like at least one big fancy one because if we're in dire straits, having let's see, that'd be. Did you say that was like 8d8 cubed? Or no, wait, what? It was something massive, wasn't it? The $500 one. What did it roll
The
again?
Something plus
Or no, that
20.
was 5,000. Never mind.
yeah,
Yeah, that was
5,000 is
5,000.
the
Way
88.
more. The soup. So the third level up potion was the 500, right?
Yes. So it was
'Cause it went
50,
50,
100,
100,
500,
500.
and then 5,000.
Okay,
And
5,000.
the 500 is the 8d4 plus 8. The 5,000 one is 10d4 plus 20. Yep, potion of healing. Yep, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, superior. 8d4 plus 8.
I want to roll this just to kind of see an average with. Okay, so yeah, I'll get them at least one of that. Okay, so
It's, it's
all right.
so you like walk into the shop, be like, I want this potion. Let me taste it first. Oh, okay. It was 500 gold.
No, it's more of like some people can visualize what the likely possibility of that is. I cannot right now, so that's what we get instead. Theater of my brain.
You take a whiff of it and then spill it everywhere. It's like, well, I guess I. No, anyway.
What in the third level was what did you say?
8d4
Supreme or
plus 8.
superior?
Oh,
No, I mean what's the name of it?
that one is superior.
Superior.
Superior potion of healing.
So that's what that should be. Well, I guess it can't hurt probably to get okay. So Kaito, I'm gonna hand you back let's see. 17 gold.
Just enough lunch money.
That's right. Keep you in meals for a couple weeks. All right. So there's that. And then Bimax gonna get his, and then Price, you want me to grab some for you so you can keep working, or do you want to come with us?
What were the prices again for the levels?
50 for basic, 100 for greater, 500 for supreme or superior, 5,000 for supreme or whatever it
Okay.
was.
To greater healing, right? Okay. I will.
Yeah. The greater healing was 100 each, and that's the 4d4 plus 4. Blah, 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 blah.
No, it's not Murloc. It's 4d4 plus 4.
And I thought that is Murloc for what you just said. Didn't I say it right? Is my accent off?
No, it's all.
Oh god, it was so stressful when I got killed by Murlocs in one of my. I was doing the or wait, did I almost got killed by Murlocs in our the whatchamacallit run. You're not supposed to die. I can't remember. What's that called? The hard mode thing that we were doing.
Oh,
That thing, whatever.
A superior and one
Hardcore?
greater.
Hardcore. Yes. Thank you. My brain's so fried, you guys. I'm trying, but my brain is just like done for.
One superior, one
All
greater.
right. Well, I'm gonna assume Price is probably just like deep at work, so I'll be like, well, we'll check in with you before we leave, Price. Let's see.
Okay, so one greater and the updated one.
So I come in. Mike, you're probably in the middle of chatting with him, so you go ahead and get yours, and I'll get the rest. Of
I
mine.
got him.
You got them all. Okay.
Two greater.
All right. And then let's see. So that's like half my stuff. So
Are the numbers right?
um
2d4. Okay.
let's see if I have any.
One superior, one greater.
Okay, I think
Yep, that's accurate. Okay.
and I'm gonna write down in our chat what we're getting.
That should be
Oop,
in chat.
that's not how that's spelled, but you guys know what I'm trying to say. Don't know how I got a K in there instead of an N. Go figure. Let's
Altaki
see.
is Altani's long lost brother.
Apparently. Okay, so why don't I do? Let's see. Probably.
Potions added. All right.
And the basic is 2d4 plus 2, right?
Yep.
Which would kind of be that. So probably can't hurt to have maybe.
It only
I guess
so
I really
to
need
keep somebody from dying, they only need to heal for 1 hit point, and that brings them back from brink of death.
some death. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh, it's so
Okay.
weird being able to move
So
my
here's
arm
what I want to
again.
get. 1 superior, 4 greater, 2 basic. And I'm going to give 1 greater, 1 basic to Kaito.
Okay.
Which should
So I've
be
already added
1,000.
that. Wait, hold on. Let's see. For Kaido, 1 superior. Wait. So you're giving a
Yeah,
basic
give
and
Kaito. Kaito will get 1 basic and 1 greater from me. So add 1 more of those each.
okay, 1 more. Okay. I guess I'm picking up what they're putting down. 1 greater.
Me 60 gold.
Boop.
Okay.
And 1 boop. There.
I'm gonna try this, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it right. So let's see.
Kyle's probably gonna be chugging these things like a alcoholic.
Right. Potionholic.
Yep. Oh, I totally missed an opportunity. I should have had one of the merchants be called named Owl.
Last name Kaholic.
Yep. The quote unquote potion
Oh.
shop.
Wait.
Welcome to Alcoholics. Get your drink on.
Okay.
Anonymous is the name of the shop.
That's hilarious. Potions Anonymous. PA. No.
Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay. Right. Okay, so I apparently don't know how to add this properly. I tried and I just got a generic new consumable item. Let me see here.
So which one are you adding? Because I could
Yeah.
just import it.
That'd be great. Well, could you add all three of those to mine? Because I don't have any. Let me delete this one that I just
I don't.
created. Yes. Okay,
Okay, so how much of which? Let's see.
insert mine.
You
So I'm
got
gonna get
superior, greater,
one.
basic.
Yeah, one superior. Yeah, three
Basic.
greater, one basic.
Why are there two different versions?
Oh, and I haven't did my log rest yet. I'll do that when once
Oh,
you're done.
I see. That's supreme. Superior. Add those. Boom. Okay, so I got.
Man, the light's golden outside. It's so pretty.
Okay. So one superior. Okay, got that.
Mhm.
And then 4 greater. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Just three, because one of them went to Kaido.
And then 2 basic. 1.
One basic, because the other one went to Kaido.
Okay.
As much as I'd love to have you give me free potions, I got to be me instead of the rogue who'd probably be like, yeah, exactly. Or maybe that's it. Maybe I should be responding to you as my character instead of who I am as a person. End up with some extra potions for my troubles.
All right. So that has been added. Yes. Okay.
Thank you.
Shopping. Yay.
Nice little kitten. Yeah. You think just because I came in the kitchen, it means you're going to get fed? Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, for those of you who are in the potion shop, without needing to do a passive perception, you can hear the sound of goblins yelling and footsteps of them fleeing in terror and very loud angry honks and wings flapping and flap of some kind of webbed feet on stone.
Sounds like somebody's having a good time.
They're still getting chased around an hour later.
Man, that goose is such a menace, and I mean that in the most complimentary way possible. Well done, Scoot Scoot.
You don't even know why. You're just like, that lovable scamp. As there's like goblins running past the door, fleeing for their lives, being chased by a
Well, I
goose that's
mean,
like 2 size categories larger than them.
We
from
do
my
know the
understanding,
goblins.
well, but I was like, from my understanding of goblins, this sounds like yet another time honored tradition from them. Like, I mean, they have a beloved game called Ambush, so being, chased by a giant goose
Ew.
seems like yet another, I mean, like to stare into the sun as a thing, like this has got to be yet another, like, showing of strength, to be even in the crosshairs of Scooter. So I'm like, yeah, guys, good job. Keep it up. You guys are great.
One of them
Well,
probably
I was
like
just
would
assuming the
see you
best.
as they're running past the door, and they give you this look of like "Help me," and you're just like,
And I just give them 2
"Aw."
thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, get it, guys. You're running so fast. Good job.
Actually, a good visualization of it would be like, when like somebody dresses up in like a T-Rex costume and like plays with kids, but the kids are just not having it, and they
Mhm.
think they're about to die.
Like, yeah. Yep.
Kind of like that.
Tracks. Yeah. Although I guess, I could do this. Let's see.
And you could swear you can hear like some kind of a
Uh,
hill of Benny music playing in the background in somebody's house.
so with an 11, would that be enough insight to be able to read their genuine terror, or would I still just assume that they're like having a good old time?
You just assume they're having a good old time.
Excellent. Love it. Yeah, so I'll just turn back around and keep doing what I'm doing.
All right. Purchasing things. So is there anything Kaito or Price want to do while people are making purchases? And
Price said he wanted to get 2 regular healing potions.
miss a thing. Ah,
Or typed it, not said it.
Oh yeah, I got him.
gotcha.
Okay, good.
And in this brief, I guess at this point it's been at least an hour. In this brief time, Price, there's a bit of relief, but also maybe a little bit of like, I don't know, lament. It's like you're so used to that terrifying creature always badgering you, and for like the last hour, it's been after somebody else, and there's a little bit of like that sigh of relief, like, oh wow, it's kind of nice. It's real quiet here. I don't have to worry about my hat being stolen or getting knocked over. Man, it's kind of nice. And then it's like after an hour of it not happening, like, man, I'm so used to this happening. This is weird. Now I almost kind of, man, it's like you're so used to something for so long that's like when you don't have it's a when you don't have it kind of thing, and you don't
Yeah.
take for granted the gifts that you have been given. So it's a plus and a minus kind of feeling. But you also know that Scooter it's probably for the best, because that gives Scooter a chance to take out his aggression on somebody other than you.
Yeah, let him get all tired out.
Get them plumb tuckered out. All right. So, what do y'all want to do next? Got your shopping.
Think good to head on out. I mean, it's still early in the day. I'll probably go back to the tavern to just restock on some food provisions to put in my pack. But yeah, head on out. Head back north toward the back to the monastery, and now also working on the map, because from here to the monastery we have mapped now. So from the monastery and with all of the landmarks we now have, hopefully that will give us maybe advantage on the survival check from the monastery, if that is an option. I don't know. What do you think? When we get there, we'll figure it out. But yeah,
Uh,
that's so. Thank you for all the potions, guys. We'll see you when we get back.
of course. And Chomper's just chilling by the door, watching people come and go.
A little shop lizard. Yeah. So I'll just get my provisional food from the table and stuff my pack, and oh yeah, I need to go.
And
Uh,
and for those who
actually,
may have forgotten what Chompers actually looks like, when they reference Chompers, and they're just like, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. This is Chompers, for those who may have forgotten. Yep.
yeah, adorable leg lizard, a leg puppy, spike puppy.
Yep, just a casual, adorable, petable
Hey, I don't know about you guys, but I
puppy.
used to have a ginormous iguana as a pet. I've also had all sorts of reptiles, so I would absolutely pet that dog. 10 out
Can I
of 10.
pet that dog? Can I pet
And
that
then also
dog?
I will remember that I left my water flask here. Be like, oh, also I left my flask here with some of that polymorphing water. Could I maybe trade that out for an empty flask? Do you guys have one on hand, or container I could transfer that to?
Ah, yes, here you go. And he just hands you a flask. 'Cause I mean, as alchemists, they have a
Right.
lot of those
Figured.
on hand.
Yeah. I figured. Ah, thank you so much. All right, come on, Vimac. Get your potions. Let's go.
Okay.
Ooh, I want to try something. Hey Cube, what would a name of like a body of water from, let's see, where would Altani's home, or like, is there a celestial like colony known in D&D, and are there bodies of water that have names that we know? Any clue?
Uh, uh,
It
uh.
might be a bit too esoteric for me to Google search accurately, so I'm just asking.
So, okay, so those two questions there. Okay, so you're trying to find a name of a body of water and what else?
A name of a body of like like a spring, or like a, a let's see, freshwater body of water that would have been like in the region where the Celestials live, like where Altani's people would have been.
Okay, so let's see. World stuff. I'm not necessarily sure where Altani would have been from.
Yeah, me neither.
If we,
I don't
if we,
know enough about it, so you can just pick any like. I basically like, because Altani is thinking, you know what? Since we're heading out, she's gonna treat herself and get some spring water from her like home region. Is what she wants to do. So she's gonna request that from the table and see what she gets.
so spring water from.
Exactly. Yeah. So she's gonna put her flask on the table and be like, "Could you either fill this up or provide a container of spring water from?"
And you put it's like a coin on the table.
Yeah.
All right. So your flask goes poof with a coin.
Oops. Well, we'll see what happens.
And then nothing. And and then you kind of look around the place and realize you've never really gotten beverages from this table. This has been food. The beverages seem to have been from the
Kegs.
ping it, like the kegs, that, that,
Or the well.
and the alcohol
Yeah, or the well. Yeah. Well,
from
okay.
those.
So I'm gonna need a new flask. So I'm gonna be like, "Oh, wait a minute, I didn't think that through. Okay, I'll be right back." Be like, come back here. Hi, me again. So slight setback. Could I possibly requisition just one more flask from you guys? Is that possible? The other
Hmm.
one might have been taken by our magic table.
He kind of gives you a look, like
Like, I
I
promise
just
I'll continue bringing you really rare ingredients if that helps. And she's just gonna give like a grin, like, I'm sorry, please help me.
give me a persuasion.
I'm sure I can get one from Luana, but this is more fun.
Grifting flasks off everybody.
Hey, hey, I gave him my flask, so the first one was an even trade. This is just
All right.
asking for a deposit on future ingredients. Yeah.
So he hands you another one.
Ah, thank you so much. How much are these normally? I might have to buy a backup later on.
So a flask is 2 copper typically,
Okay.
and it holds up to 1 pint.
All right. Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Okay. So curious if we now have a flask of spring water. So I'm going to go over to one of these other non-alcoholic looking ones and try a little sample from one of these while thinking of spring water.
If you get your you get water.
Hey, cool. Tastes just like home. She deludes herself into thinking to make it all worthwhile. Um, Great. So she packs that away, packs her new, food away. Like, all right, ready to go. Anybody else need to do stuff?
Negative.
All right. Kaido? Bryce?
I'm good.
All right. We're going to assume that Kaido is good to go, maybe? Awesome. All right. All right, friends. Let's head on out.
Out you go.
I guess we can,
Heading north.
yeah. I guess we'll just keep this here because we know we're going to probably head back there when we get back anyway. Or do you want us to move our tokens to the front
No, that's
or
fine.
to the north? Okay.
So 2 days northeast of Delaruth. Okay. So you begin your trip pretty early in the morning. You're heading out once more out of town. Yeah, and if you guys, I don't know if you've done your long rest already for the evening or not, because I know some
I
people still
forgot to do
had
it the
to
first time. Yeah.
had some hit dice that they might have to recover.
Just
Oh yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so you start heading out in the morning. It's well past the foggy point in the morning, so the fog is lifted, the sun has burned away the early morning cold and clouds. Um, and as per usual, you'd see the mayor roaming about talking to the townsfolk and laughing, and he's a character of high spirits pretty consistently. Unless you attack his town, then he will smash you into a pulp and then grind you into dust. But that hasn't happened, so well to you guys. To other people, different story. Um, and he just kind of waves as you guys go on by and make your way out of Delaruth. And we are once again, amidst the forest, but you have at least some sense of direction. It's not as difficult to navigate, just sort of knowing, okay, we've gone this way a couple times. We know if we leave at this point in the day, the sun will be at this point in the sky, so we can just go this way, um, or keep going this way. But usually, like, the survival check also entails other things, like you might be going in the general correct direction, but a certain location could still be tricky to spot. But at least you don't necessarily have to worry about getting completely turned around because you've done this trip. So, but this will be day 1 of travel. And I did not pre-roll them today. Okay. I'll just roll both days. Get those out of the way. Okay. All right. And yeah, day 1, nothing really catches your fancy other than probably coming across some mole people. Like they probably would have popped their head out the ground here and there. And not like not like poke them head out of the ground like whack-a-mole style, but they're in a general area. So yeah, it's not like you take a step and be like, oh dang, oops, sorry. And you
so
would
pop their head
actually,
out in a neighborly way, not in a speciesist way.
yeah.
Yeah.
but it's also daytime, so they wouldn't be sticking their heads out the ground for very long, kind of thing. And you would actually notice that there is a little bit of a, somewhat of a, it's not a road, but it's not so established that's like, oh yeah, this is definitely a road, but it's becoming a well-worn path. Like it's a beaten path, as it were. So you can probably maybe consider that this might be some kind of a road leading. It has the potential of becoming a road leading somewhere out of Delruth north. But you haven't seen anybody like actively working on it, at least not during the day. But during the evening, because nothing happened during the day, I have rolled. During the evening, you would see mole people, and they would be. And when you do like your first day's long rest, your first day of travel, nothing happened, but you would see the mole people. They're out and about. They're typically underground, but there's one or two that would pop out and start clearing. It kind of looks like they're clearing like a path, so almost like they're in the process of like maybe building a road, but they don't exactly have concrete or stone that they bring up right now. It's just sort of, it seems like they might be laying the groundwork for some kind of a path. Ow. So, I mean, if you want to interact with them, you can, but that's just what you see. And if you wanted to, you could interact with some of them. I mean, that's if you guys want to. The option is there. It's an open world. But if not, then we can just fast forward through the first day because nothing potentially happened. Unless you guys want to set up a watch. That's a thing too. Because I said nothing happened the first day, but not necessarily mean the evening.
Let's see.
I'll do watch.
I will also do a watch. You want to take first? I'll take second.
Okay.
All right, so pretty much just 2 watches today. All right.
Sounds like.
So first person who's on watch can give me perception.
Oh.
All right. That's a natural one that brings it down to a 0.
I didn't realize you had -1 on your perception.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow.
So is this one of those times where it basically results in him forgetting that he's first watch, and so he just goes to sleep?
I don't know. I haven't done this in a bit. Vimac, how would you describe what happened when you roll a natural 1 on your trying to keep watch? Like, what is it that Vimac is doing or did that
So
constituted that
catastrophically
natural
wrong.
one? Yeah, the catastrophic failure of being on watch.
I guess he got so distracted by his sprite that he failed to even pay attention to what was around or even check. Got caught up in interacting, having a good time, playing card games with the sprite, but just not paying
Huge.
attention at all.
And okay. And with the natural, I'd even say your sprite beats you every single card game, no matter what you tried to do. because you were
it,
you were totally
yes,
like
and
not
that
paying
would-
attention to like even the tells or any of that.
and then he would be getting more angry and more like focused on trying to win every game after that and continue to lose. So yes, so focused, lost complete track of anything surrounding or in the surroundings.
Oh. The backdrop.
Lost track of time. Probably doesn't even know when to alert Altani.
Daytime.
So does this mean that we only accidentally get one watch that night, or do you just wake me up when you get tired? Because you're like, man, I don't know what time it is, but I'm tired. I'm gonna wake her up.
Or did you just like
Or do you
doze
just go to
off?
bed? Yeah, right.
I don't know. What would you say Vimac would have done?
Probably not dozed off, but just completely would have gone like through half of her watch too. Just still trying to win and not paying attention. So, and then finally, just fed up with losing, go wake up Altani without even going to check to what's around camp or whatnot.
All right, so you kind of got to a breaking point, like a final straw moment, like the epitome of the rage quit. Like, man, screw this. Yeah, screw this, man. Altani, wake up.
Yeah.
All right, Altani. For some reason, you feel slightly more refreshed than you had expected.
Man, must have really been deep asleep.
22.
Yeah,
So
Kaido,
with
after my watch, we could do that. Or if you want to go now,
yeah,
we
we
can
could
let
do
you
it
know what
now
happened.
because I could have a
Yeah, that works.
little, with the 22, you notice, and then bathroom break.
Mm-hmm. I like.
I don't know. Do we want to do a 5 or a 10? Let's start with 5 and see when how if people get back in time.
Perfect.
Bathroom. Me. Bathroom. All right. We'll take a little breaky poo. BRB in 5 to 10.
Oh, back. So.
I'm back as well.
All right. Got everybody back.
Think so.
All right. So, well, I guess it's Altani back because she did the perception.
I am.
There.
I've been here. Yeah.
All right. So, with your perception of 22 on your watch, you would notice, because this is second watch, so it's still pretty late. I'll say this happens at the start. Um, so while it's still nighttime, you would spot a couple of mole people, and like while you guys are sleeping, it kind of looks like they have snuck into your camp and deposited rations and disappeared.
Oh, that's so sweet. Did I see them and I just kind of like let them, or did I kind of just notice signs of it afterward?
I mean, with the 22, you probably could have seen them approaching. I mean, it's up to you. Like, this is just you noticing they're doing that. Like, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's up to you. 'Cause I was gonna say, like, you see them approach with like some rations and stuff, and then they like put it like they cover them and like put them in little bags and leave them.
I love it. Well, if they're looking like they're trying to be sneaky, then I'll probably just like let them be sneaky. And I'll thank them for that when we make our way back through. And so I'll gather everything up and then um, split up the rations and tuck them in everybody's packs.
But
And
beyond that,
then, yeah, okay.
nothing else really seems off.
Okay.
The usual evening, bats chirping and wolves howling. The usual nighttime, the usual ambient nighttime routine.
Nice. All right.
The usual.
Perfect. Well, then I'll just relax until my watch is done and wake everyone up. Well, I guess I'll just let people wake up as they want, really. They can sleep if they want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially considering the sun came up way sooner than you expected for some reason.
Right? You're like, man, is it like, you know, like a seasonal thing around here? Because that night seemed really short.
All right. So
Nice.
day 2 travel.
Yes. Yeah, it'd be a long rest.
Yep, it'll be
Sage.
another
Is
one.
there a status for me? Like, I should have like a not exhaustion, but I guess there's no.
Well, I mean, you would have gotten just a little bit less than normal sleep, but
And Altani said that she let people sleep in, so he
yeah.
probably would have been the one sleeping in.
Yeah.
Again, actually, second day of the row where Vimac ends up sleeping in late.
Right? He's just a sleepy baby, a sleepy boy.
Actually, you know what? At the normal time when people would be waking up and Vimac is still like sound asleep, you would notice his sprite is like sitting next to him with a handful of. Well, we probably wouldn't have gambled with gold, so probably like a handful of like
Nuts.
acorns or something.
Yeah. Well, I'll probably look at the sprite and be like, yeah, you cleaned up. Nice work. And I'll go over there and give them like a high five.
Swatted into oblivion.
No, more like I hold my hand up and I like, it's kind of like you would high five like a toddler, like you just put your hand up in the general region that's about halfway to you and them. So let them just like smack you, you know.
Tinkerbell
Altani's
touch.
yeah, I mean, Altani's celestial. She's dealt with other like small flying creatures before. She knows, how to be gentle with little guys.
Okie dokie. So this would be the second day to the monastery, because
Mhm.
your situation is further past the monastery. So day 2 would get you somewhere around evening, but you would get to the location that will take you to the monastery, because you remember there was that hut
Mhm.
that you had to go in to, get to the monastery, because they sort of had to have, not haphazardly, but they sort of had to hide some stuff away on account of the strange ongoings.
Fair. I don't think we need to go in. Yeah, they ninja vanished. But more just it's a good like reference point to move on from here and head north.
Yep. So do you set up a watch for this day?
Means this close to the monastery, we probably don't need to. I mean, is there anybody like outside or like
Nope, just the hut.
hmm, I guess it couldn't hurt to have a watch if everybody wants to split it up a little bit or I mean, I'm feeling pretty well rested, so I could do at least one watch.
Yeah, Price will do one.
Okay.
So who's doing which watch? Also, try saying Irish wristwatch 3 times in a row.
Right. Peanut butter sandwich. That's what I'm going for. No. Um I mean, I should probably not take first watch since I did last watch the night before.
I should probably not take a watch because I'm terrible at it.
Or do you want to take a watch and make up for your last awful watch? Well, either way. Price, you want to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. Go for it.
If Price is on the watch, who's watching Scooter? Ooh, good question.
I mean, Scooter's napping.
Sure, we'll go
Scooter
with that.
naps at night. He has no responsibilities.
Scooter scooting.
Mm-hmm. Scoot.
It's
So
not who's watching Scooter, it's who's Scooter watching.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
So a 15. Let's see. So 15. Rice. So everybody is, settling in for the evening after, because you've spent the whole day traveling. So, it's not necessarily like a hit point thing or a resource thing. It's an energy level thing, because you've been trudging through the forest. Like there does come a point where that beaten trail eventually, uh, gives way to the forest itself. So it's back to basically like bushwhacking. Um, so you're back in the forest and you decide, okay, we'll take a rest. And with a 15, you probably set up, I mean, do you set up a campfire or anything? Like an encampment, or is it just you find bush, you sleep next to it?
I would kind of assume that this would be a normal, because we knew how much, how far we were going to travel. So I'm assuming that we probably planned ahead, like we'd travel for this long or get to this point, and this is where we would rest. So we probably set up a somewhat legitimate camp that,
Yeah.
knowing that this is where we would end up by day 2. I guess if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. In that case, with a 15, you would notice Scooter. I mean, Scooter doesn't really sleep based on the type of creature it is. But yeah, Scooter's just. I would say here. Let me paint the scene for you. let's paint this scene. So you guys have just. Oh, I hear an echo. It's all Tawny. I was like, why am I hearing myself? Is it me now? So you settle down for the evening. Everybody has decided the watches that they're going to take. You know, Price chimed in to be the first one to be on watch today. And as such, you guys have your tent set up in like a little circle around the campfire. Some of you might notice that you have extra rations in your packs for some unknown reason. Or no, we'll leave that to Kalia to figure that out later. But you have like the fire, the nice little fire going, a little bit of warmth in the midst of this campfire in the middle of a forest at the middle of night, in the dead of night, as it were. And Price is sitting there looking into the flame, probably like stoking the fire, and Scooter's sitting on the exact opposite side, just looking in Price's direction, unblinking, and the flickers of flame, casting shadows on Scooter in a very menacing, just a very menacing appearance. Not that Scooter's doing anything; he's just sitting there, staring, almost like kids in the campfire where they shine the flashlight in their face. But imagine instead of like it's a flashlight and like a person, it's Scooter on the other side of a flame. Very, very horror movie-esque scene. Just
Yeah.
one gnome and a giant goose locking eyes. Not sure if Price wants to do anything about that, but that's the scene set.
That's fine.
But beyond that, nothing happens.
All right. Yeah, whoever else is up next, Price would wake him up.
That would be me.
The Pingu meme.
Excellent. I'm like, oh yeah, that night felt a lot shorter than the night before. Vimac must have been tired. And get up, get myself settled, and start my watch. Oh dear. You know what? So curious. When it's a nat 1, does it matter that it's an 8, or is it only matter that it's a nat 1?
And that one is always a failure on a skill check.
A nat 1. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe must be extra sleepy today, and like I just zone out completely, like listening to the birds chirp or the crickets chirping, and like maybe I wasn't quite awake when Price woke me up, and in leaning back against like a tree or whatever I'm sitting at to do my watch, I have a dream that I am awake and doing my watch properly. But in reality, I've fallen back asleep sitting there. That would be my guess.
All right, all right. Dolls are rocking the watches.
Jeez, my Mac. What'd you start?
Got to get them bad rolls out of the way.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. All right.
So who is next on watch?
I'll take it.
All right. So
Here we go.
surprisingly, you got plenty of a lot. You feel a lot more refreshed than you had expected.
And you probably turned to see me snoozing against the tree. Uh,
Oh,
oh
Dude, I fucking
no!
knew it. I didn't want to jinx it, but in my head, I was like, "This is about to be two nat ones in a row."
You totally jinxed it by thinking about it. This is like incredible. I feel like we should gain an inspiration from having this many nat ones in a session.
should lose inspirations.
Oh, don't give me ideas.
Until you beat my record,
What was your record?
4 nat ones in a row.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, hopefully we never get there. That's
You-
hilarious.
You worry about it. I was born of this, molded by it.
Cubed rolled two nat ones in a row on our Sunday session
3.
just recently.
It was 3.
Oh, it was-
Remember? It was both guns jammed, and then I think I did like a skill check. Yeah, I did a skill check to try and
I
grab
knew
the
you
guy.
had.
So,
Oh, that's right.
well,
I knew you had
Altani
3. I
is
didn't realize it was 3 in a
sleeping.
row. But yeah, he
and
He
I
was-
woke up because it's supposed to be my watch, but I like look over and see you're sleeping, and then I just like, oh, sleep's good, and I just go right back to sleep and don't even take my watch.
That's hilarious. Apparently, we were all really, really tired after our night at home.
Scooter doesn't sleep. So the whole time we're just like missing watches and stuff. Scooter's just still standing there menacing, staring.
What you won't know won't terrify you, right?
Right, exactly.
Meanwhile, Kaido's gonna get. Well, I guess technically Kaido and Kaido didn't even take a watch, so Kaido would get the best rest that Kaido has had in a long, long time. Like, man, you probably even realize you miss your morning routine from sleeping in. Kaito awakens to everybody napping, and it's I would say it's definitely probably almost like noonish, like because you could definitely tell the
funny.
morning dew is burned off already. The sun is, already starting to crest.
You know what?
Listen,
Kind of, I probably would have had the same thought if we were awake or waking up at noon and everyone's asleep. We were all just really tired.
for anybody who's ever watched the Frieren anime, that's totally a Frieren situation.
Yeah, totally. We were definitely having a free run night. And with Kaido yelling at us, guys, we'll be like, what? Oh, gosh. Did I forget to go to bed? Oh, man. I'll just be like rubbing my eyes, be like, oh, man, I was really tired, apparently. Price, wait. Price, you did wake me up, didn't you? Did I just go right back to sleep? Well,
And
small
when-
look around camp.
And when you
Yeah.
wake up, Scooter's still sitting there. The embers of the fire have died down, and Scooter is just
But Scooter
Stare.
persists.
yes. Where the
I'll be like,
flame.
oh, good. I'll just stretch again and be like, oh, good. Somebody set Scooter to guard. Oh, we were definitely safe all night then. Thanks, Scooter. You're really the best goose.
When the night comes and the flame dies, you are left in shadow, and the only creature is Scooter.
Do we hear these musings from Scooter?
No, but the way he's looking at everybody, you definitely kind of
Get a vibe.
vibe check it.
I love it.
Deep Thoughts by Scooter.
Yeah. Deep fireside thoughts. I love it. I feel like it's Scooter's world and we just happen to exist in it.
The scootening.
Oh, man. All right. So let's see. So we're on third day of travel, right?
Yeah, because that was the end of day 2. Yeah.
Cool. Well, get up and get my stuff together.
All right, you pack up the camp, gather your things. Probably, albeit a bit hastily, because you realize how much time you've lost.
Do we really?
I don't know, do you? That's why I said maybe hastily.
I think
I
with
mean-
2 nat ones, I do not notice any time lost.
Right?
Kaido might have something to say about that.
Right?
Oh, I didn't say. I was just saying me. Like, I don't know about the rest of us.
Well, Kaido's yelling at us that it's noon. So, yeah, we must have like just been sleeping real hard. Man, I wonder if there was something in that water I drank. I'm gonna like sniff my flask. Be like, okay, I'm gonna drink some more now. And if I can't wake up tonight, then we know it's the water. So I'm gonna drink some of my water.
Water
Like, all
of
right.
well rested.
Yep, pretty
Water
much.
of oversleep.
Water of oversleep, exactly.
Crinkly noises. All right, so continuing beyond the monastery. Day 3 of travel. So this area you don't have as well mapped out because this is beyond the monastery. So somebody who's in the lead can give me a survival check.
I'm guessing that's Kaido, since Kaido's probably like, let's go. Excellent. Look at that. Beautiful.
All right. So you are aware that you are continuing in the appropriate cardinal direction that you seek. They did lose a day. But as as to be expected, day turns to night much quicker than some of you would have liked because, the whole sleeping it like you definitely lost a good bit of time oversleeping. So this would be day 3. And who would want to be on watch?
I am just gonna get it over with.
And I'll go ahead and take second watch. I got to make up for falling asleep last night. Oh, good. And Kaido will take a watch too. Hey, at least it wasn't in that one.
It's better than last time. I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting
Look at
better.
it this way. Okay, all right. Mathematically, you just did 100% better than last time.
Yeah, that's true.
You doubled your roll.
No,
Uh,
infinitely better. Because the last one was 0, so 1 is infinitely better.
I mean, just the roll, because the roll was a 1. The end goal, the end of it was a. After the modifier, it was a 0. On the bright side, at least you can't roll below a 0, right?
I mean,
Well,
yeah, he can't. Well, no, he can't because he only has a -1. If he had -2, then he could get a -1 on a roll.
Yeah. He could, but he didn't. And that's a feat. All right, so it wasn't that one, but it was still pretty low. And I would probably say for Vimac, you the whole day, right? So ever since you went to sleep, and even throughout the day of travel, jumping through bushes, like bushwhacking, navigating around trees, avoiding steep drops, all of these potential environmental quote unquote, not really hazards, but just sort of obstacles. The whole time you're doing this, you can't help but keep thinking about how your sprite just kept beating you. Like it is a thought
Oh,
that is in the forefront of your mind the whole day.
Yeah, correct. And I wasn't able to get revenge because I slept through my watch the night before.
So if you would like, we can you could challenge the sprite again.
I will challenge and lose again.
To which you spend the whole watch just being like, you spent maybe 5 or 10 minutes, let's say like 15 or 20 minutes, like actually watching, and that whole time it just kept bugging you like, I how could I lose? This doesn't make any sense. This doesn't, no, logistically I should have won at least once. What the hell? No, I can't. And like this is after the first 5 minutes, and then 10 minutes is like, okay, all right. I could focus. I can watch. I keep an eye out. Okay, over there, there's a squirrel, but squirrels like they hoard like nuts and stuff, and oh man, but my sprite has a whole bunch of those now, and then you start like everything. It almost becomes like compulsive, like obsessive compulsion. Like everything that you see, you keep bringing back to the previous night and all the loss. So by like the 15th minute, you're just like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna settle this. Get out here. And like your sprite would, appear with like an just armful of like acorns and stuff, and you challenge him again.
Sounds about right.
And promptly lose some more. Hey, on the bright side, it's not challenging a Quasit because it might try and make a deal.
Right.
That's funny. All right, so who's second watch? Is it?
I am.
Okay. So surprisingly, you get some extra rest in again.
Nice. Well, hopefully
As
I wake up properly this time. Whoo! Yeah, I'm really perfectly rested now.
Yep, because you would have seen Vimac like laying on. He'd probably be like laying down, face in the dirt, and the sprite just like currently bagging up like a little sack, but like of acorns and stuff, and it's currently like wrapping like this sack that's like bigger than it is at this point of just acorns. Like it's whatever it did last night, it has doubled its stash.
Wow. You've been busy.
And it just looks at you and gives a thumbs up.
I'll give a thumbs up as well. Another high five. In fact, I'll give a double high five because that's pretty amazing.
When your familiar keeps beating you at card games. Okay, so Altani with the 25. It's the 25. Perception. So time of day, it's gonna be around. Okay, so with your 25 perception, you look around and you take your watch. You're well rested, and let's see. I'd say it's still probably nighttime-ish. It's still pretty dark out. And you are pretty sure you see a figure flying in the sky
Oh dear.
across the moon, but it's just passing over.
Like a large figure? Or I guess I can't tell necessarily.
Yeah. Uncertain.
Well. Either big predators out here or we've got somebody from the monastery who can fly. Well, they're not bothering us, so won't worry about it now.
But yeah, as far as like the silhouette, it seemed, I mean, with the 25, it seemed vaguely human. Like, imagine if somebody took like a cloth, like imagine like a flying blanket kind of thing, but it's not like, a perfectly flat blanket like a flying carpet, but just like it's draped over something. Think like the cheesy like ghost costumes where somebody will just throw a blanket over somebody's head and they put like little eye holes in it. It kind of had that silhouette, that kind of domed. I don't even know what kind of shape would you describe that as. Because in my notes it's like, think like the examples, like think of like one of those candies. It's like where they call it like dots, where it's like it has like a dome on it, but it's like cylindrical, but at the where the point of the dome and the base are like two different sizes. So like it slenders as it gets taller, but it doesn't come to a point. So think of like, I don't know, some like sheet floating in the sky is the best way to describe it without just describing
Okay.
candy.
Well,
Candy.
and does that mean it was like partly translucent? Could see some of the light through it?
No, it was a silhouette. So it was like you saw it as it crossed like the moon.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, probably flying carpet, most likely. Yeah.
And you also notice Vimac is knocked the hell out. And it's later than you expected.
Yeah. Like, man, he just must not be getting good rest otherwise. Well, he'll have the rest of the night to sleep.
There we go. Suspicious opaque sheet jellyfish ghost. Got it. Thank you, chat.
There we go.
All right, so who was up next? I think it was Kaito.
Yep. So I'll wake up Kaito, and they seem very tired.
All right. This is going well. Your perceptions are on par. So with a 7 on your perception, Kaito. Well, so Kali would probably come in, or Altani would come and wake you up, and you're just like, man, y'all's sleeping in all the time. Like we got stuff to do. Man, what's wrong with you? How could you possibly? Let's see, what was it you said? Slow bastards. That's what the and I quote from Kaido. Slow bastards. I'll take watch. Um.
Hey, I stayed up during mine. I did pretty well this time.
Mm-hmm. Also, I hear an echo from
Oh.
Altani.
I don't know why that's happening on my phone, but here I'll mute.
Be too busy moving around and overly trodden. So yeah, Kaido would be out and about, getting the old morning exercises in, and get to a point where it gets so into it that Kaido probably would have found like a pretty easy to carry or pretty easy to drag like log or stone or something, and he's just like, man, I haven't got to get a good workout in the morning in a good few days now. I'm just gonna tie some rope to this log, and I'm just gonna, or log or rock or whatever heavy object, and I'm gonna get swole today. And you start off with it being very easy, and then realize, oh, this is a lot harder than I thought, because terrain plays a part, which then, you know, the stone or piece of log that you were carrying or dragging, it gets caught in like the dirt, it gets caught on obstacles, so it's like an extra layer of challenge, which that would probably be what occupies Kaido's like, so think of it like as far as like the workout side of things, like instead of it being in endurance training, it becomes strength training. Because you're constantly like trying to get these log unwedged from things, trying to get the rock or log just instead of it goes from dragging to like lifting, so it's the different kind of swollen. You're into it. You think you might have an idea for another routine, but unfortunately, with the epiphany of a new routine comes at the cost of not really paying attention, and you eventually, after much sweating and working out, you realize like, oh shit, I haven't been paying attention. I'm actually like 35, 40 feet away from the camp, and you quickly like drop the log or whatever and come back, and good thing nobody noticed.
Drop the log, you come back, Scooters killed everybody.
And then Kaido would he looks like he's waking people up. You are all aroused from your sleep. A little later than expected, but not
But it's noon.
as late.
Oh man. I definitely got some more sleep tonight, but thankfully it wasn't that bad. At least it's not noon.
Meanwhile, Vimac is I'd say he's like rolled over, but there's just like drool on the side of his face and like his hand on his chest, and the sprite with like a victorious bag, like
All
of
the
victory.
acorns.
Yeah, all the acorns. Just like
I like that
next to him.
though, victory acorns.
But you all awaken. Thanks to Kaido, like waking everybody up.
Thank goodness.
And
For
Price, you
people who
got
stay
a
awake.
hell of a night's sleep. Like, man, you even got to sleep in today. But Scooter never sleeps. But you're awake. And continuing the last bit of the trip.
Very nice.
All right. So continuing, So you pack up your camp again as hastily as you may so choose. And to my understanding, heading back out, continuing forward. And this will be another survival check because you're getting to the point where you think you might be in the general vicinity of where they told you yeah, you can inspiration. That's why you got them.
I'll do guidance as well.
So add
You
a
said
D4.
do we each need to do it or just Kaito?
Whoever is leading.
Because it's in the front. Okay, yeah.
So a 19. Okay. So with a 19, with the assistance of look, Kaito original. Is that like a Werther's original? Little centaur candies. So yeah. So with a 19, so at first you were just like with your survival check, you were like, I think okay, yeah, this is definitely where we need to be. Like based on what they told us and how far we have to go, this is definitely where we have to go. Yep, I know for sure. And then you just kind of have a second thought because you look around and it just looks like just forest still. And you're just like, there's nothing here. And at that point, you probably have Price would walk up to Price. How do you give Kaito the good old guidance?
Kaito, your eyes are closed.
Why? Open your eyes. And, maybe you're very aware your eyes are probably open, but the fact that, Price came up and, mentioned something made you, like, do, like, that double take, like, think twice kind of thing. And you do realize that you were in the wrong spot. And as such, thankfully, you do like a little bit of like a Nautilus shell pattern, like search in the area. You go around. You have the speed to do it. And you come to what appears to be a little bit of swampy area. So now that you're where you are, y'all can give me perception checks, and anybody can do them because this is opened up.
You know what? I'm going to use my perception or my inspiration to reroll that.
Alrighty.
Hey, there we go. That's improvement.
So a 19, a 15. Mac, you're just you're distracted as you're almost like staring daggers at your familiar. It's not as bad as the other day, but it's just like, how do you keep winning? What is your trick? What are you doing? How do you figure this out? Are you cheating? Are you using our mystical arcane connection to figure out what I'm gonna do before I do it? That's gotta be it. Yeah, that's gotta be. But it's not as obsessive as the other day. Just more of a like, okay, I lost a lot. How did you do it? What did I do wrong? That kind of thing. And with Kaito's 12, you were busy just taking in the scene probably. Like swamp. Swamp is probably not the best of terrain to be running around. So with the 15 and 19, you both would on the direction of where? Yeah. And with the 1915, you kind of sort of come to the same conclusion or observation at the same time, for the most part, because you both passed. That there is what looks like a partially submerged, like the apex, like the very top of what looks like a cave, but it looks like the swamp has kind of grown around it. So there's like murky, it's like kind of murky water around here and there, patches of it. If you've ever played like a little game, I'm not sure if you may know, called Valheim, think of the area where it's like the swamp area where it's like you can walk on it, but there's also water and it's like really kind of like marshy. So when you like take steps, your foot sinks a little bit, probably a good bit. And there's like patches of water here and there that have, kind of washed over and formed like puddles, and some of them are more connected to others. Just kind of like not swampy in that like you're waist deep in it, but swampy in that both the terrain and the moisture. But you, like I said, you see like these really wicked looking trees around, and they seem to be like have overgrown throughout the area. And with the 15 and 19, you spot like the top of a cave, but it seems like it's partially buried. You're not close enough to really tell what's going on, but it just kind of seems like it's where you would expect like the top of a cave to be, like the very top where you can walk in. It seems lower than you'd expect it to be. So it's not necessarily ground level per se. But upon that observation, you could swear, specifically Altani, because the first part of the success was finding the cave. The DC being higher, Altani, you could swear that you see some of the branches move ever so slowly around this cave, almost like they're trying to choke it or wrap around it, but it's so deceptively slow that it's almost like it's just creeping. And that is where we will wrap up the session.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Spooky. Thank
Hey.
you. That was great.
Because we had a 10-minute break.
It definitely seems like a place where weird stuff is going to be going on.
Right? Seriously.
The weird. All right. But yeah, there you have it. Many natural ones, many sleeping inns.
Yes. We're at least very well rested to be attacking this cave now. And if you gave Kaido the ring of fire resistance, he could go absolutely crazy with his flame axe on all the plants if we need to get in there.
I mean, it's fire resistance, not fire immunity. So you can still
Well,
take
yeah.
damage from fire.
Okay. Just less damage.
Yeah, it's half damage.
Oh, okay. So only go half crazy. What?
The meme.
Oh, see, I missed it. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Elmo on fire.
Elmo on fire. I love it. Well, folks, have a great night, and we'll see you next Wednesday,
Wait.
which I think that should still be normally good for us.
If that's a puzzle, it's missing a halo. And it would be Saint Elmo's Fire.
Ooh, yeah, there you go. That's true.
Nice.
Love that.
Alrighty. With that being said, all right, bye. All right. With that being said, we wrap it up there. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Also, I did indeed get the VODs from last week up on time, I think. Tuesday, yeah. Anyway, the VODs from the previous week are up on the Yubles Toobles. And for those of you on the Yubles Toobles, we do this this particular game. I have a Tuesday game at 7:40-ish. But Wednesday, we do this every Wednesday at 5:30-ish Pacific, give or take. And it's a smaller group, but it's a different feel. So to that extent, like I said, we do this over. Well, like I said, which I didn't say yet. So let me say it, and then I can say like I said. But we do this on Twitch, Twitch TV/cubed222. Maybe one day when I have a decent connection, I can dual stream or multi-stream. But until that day occurs, thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you watching and lurking. Hopefully you guys enjoyed as much as we did, and we do. And yeah, I think that's all, everything. So with that, did I already say it? Oh, no, I'll say it again if I didn't. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, or whatever it is in between for you. And hopefully we'll catch you guys again soon. And tomorrow we'll be back at it the usual variety time at 6 o'clock Pacific. Vigima Games. We do that. We do those. We do those here. Yeah, so stay good to yourselves, stay good to others, keep an open mind, stay classy. Until next time, y'all. Peace.